Happy Friday night in Spud Valley Sporting Goods. I'm Boulder. Thanks for joining us again, Friday Night Flies. And yeah, we're brought to you by Permanent Fish Finder. And you got myself, Boulder, here. Brad's behind the desk making the magic happen. And yeah, it's lake season. So we're coming to you with another off-the-wall lake pattern, tadpoles. Yeah, somebody asked me, hey, do trout eat tadpoles? You betcha they do. So I just happen to have a couple of these patterns in my box, so I hand them off to Matt, our other guide, and heard good things back. So we thought we'd bring it to Friday Night Flies for you. Let's go down. You can't take a look because, like I said, I give away all my tadpoles that I had in my box. But that
doesn't really look like a tadpole.
It doesn't. But you're going to get to see the live transformation. As well, if you're joining us and it's not the live time, you can always find us through Facebook, Twitter, G+, and of course our website, FridayNightFlies.com, and you can get your link right through to the Google Hangouts where we do these episodes live, unedited, and we got question and answer open. Yeah, that's where I was getting to. So when you join us live, you can chime in with questions and answers, and there's a host of guys here that'll be able to answer your fishing questions. Anyways, Brad's just doing a quick mic check, make sure everything's hunky-dory before we flow through. Right on. So what we got here, start off with the hook. We got a nymph hook. Run them pretty small because the tadpoles aren't that big. I believe it's a 12. Yes. And we get our thread on there, so I'm using 6/0 uni thread. Next, we're going to put in the tail. So we're just going to grab ourselves a couple of fibers of this Marabou. I'm looking for, what I got there, about 4. Ooh, I got quite a bit. Let's go with like 6. That looks pretty good for this. Oh, I hear volume feedback. Sounds good. So we're going to do a fairly lengthy tail on this pattern. I'm going to say 2 times your hook shank. Nice long and pretty sparse. And we're going to just tie that in. Get that up on top, right on the back. That's all we need.
You know what? We actually cut them back a little bit.
They're a little, you're getting a little, there you go. So if you leave it long, you can vary your tail based on the tadpole specimen that you see in the lake. So yeah, that is a bit long.
It was about the width of a finger, like your index finger. That's what the length was.
There we go. So just a little bit longer than the shaft, 1 1/4. So we get that on there, and next we're going to figure out how I'm going to build this body up here. I'm going to stick on our foam. So we got our 3 mil black foam here, and I've cut it into a V, and I've cut it the width that I want the head of it to be. Now I'm putting this on that tadpole. It's a little wide, so I'm just going to trim back these sides a little bit here. Perfect.
Probably won't even hear me tonight.
All right, so I just trim that back a little bit. Put it on your fly. You can kind of match it up. It's going to form a good shell. And now I'm going to tie that point in right behind the eye. Make sure to keep that foam right on top, and we'll just double check it here so I can go just a little bit closer to that eye. That's what I'm looking for. So you can see when we fold it back, it's going to form the head. Just pop it up and get her out of the way. And then we're going to do the body. So what I like to do is just I'm going to thicken up this little back section here and just leave a bit of a thread. Oh, you know what? Spacing. Got to build flies backwards. So we're going to just do a little rewind here. I forgot the little thing that sets this apart. You could just do the foam, but if you look at the tadpoles, they got a bit of a shiny back on them. I forgot my addition to the pattern was the Scud back. So I got some nice brown Scud back here. I'm going to nip off a piece. There we go. get her on the hook, right in the middle. Tie that on first, then go to your foam. My bad, viewers, my bad. All right, so we got our foam on there and our scud back. Boom, those two match up nice. Just get it on there nice and secure. My vise is a little loose. There we go. And again, so I just build this up so it kind of continues on that tail.
Probably could have used the excess of your Marabou for the wrap and body, eh?
Yeah, that does work as well. But what I like doing is making it a little bit two-tone, so I have ice dubbing here in a dark brown.
Ooh, that truck shook the building. Did you see?
Yeah, I saw that. All right, so now we're going to build up a fat body underneath this foam with this dubbing. So first wrap I do kind of tight and get a good base on there.
And depending on the stage of the tadpole too, some of them they actually get legs too.
Yeah, they'll start getting legs. That's why I like the dubbing here, because you can pick it out. You can kind of change it how you want it. So you can see I'm putting the dubbing on the thread pretty loose. Build that bulk. It's also going to trap a little bit of air in there. All right, so that's about the size I'm looking. And I'm going to build it up in the front a little bit more. Get that kind of teardrop shape going on. There we go. And then work my thread back to that tail point, because then we're going to then tie. There we go. Nice. So I'm going to pull this foam back over. Just give it a little squish down with the thumb and finger. And get it right in behind there. I like to pinch the back here so you get that a little bit more of that teardrop shape. Couple good wraps. Fold it up and get your scissors in there and trim away this excess. Make sure you don't get in your tail. Now I make sure I like to get in there and get as much as I can. There we go. And then next is that scud back. I'm going to stretch it across the back here. Give it its little racing stripe. Couple turns. Pick that up. Knock her off. And then you're going to whip finish behind all of that. That's all there is to it. Check the bottom out. Oh yeah, it's looking good. There's your racing stripe on the back, little tail, and just hand retrieve that thing back in.
Let's see the belly. Yeah, look at that. Let's give her a slow roll. There's my wallet here.
There we go. So that's your pattern of the day.
That's a pretty simple tie, isn't it?
Super easy. Yeah.
I'd like to see what that looks like with the Marabou body.
Yeah, do a little Marabou wrap up in there. That'd look good too.
And it'd be super quick and easy.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a good tie.
You just might not get the same bulk because you're using so little fiber in the back.
Yeah, you can even tie some more in even.
Yep.
It looks
Tie them by the tip and just, there you go. So, yeah, you can change up your dubbings. You can use all kinds. And, oh, we're up top now. So I got to pay attention. So yeah, you can change up your dubbings. I've done some with a little red in them, like a red brown, and they work really good. Just kind of go with what's looking in the lake.
Sometimes they're like brownie, sometimes they're jet black. I mean,
Yep.
See what they look like.
Yeah. Every lake's going to be different, just like every river. The same bug is going to be just a different variation.
When they're keen in on those things, man. Cool.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. There's a certain time of year where they're working. So if they're in your lakes, yeah. Oh, stupid easy. So if they're in your lakes, give them a try. They do eat tadpoles. Anyways, I'm Boulder. Thanks for watching us Friday Night Flies here at Spud Valley Sporting Goods, and brought to you by Permanent Fish Finder. And hey, we might as well give a shout out to Anvil. We haven't talked to them since last week, but hey.
There's a parcel in the mail. We're just waiting for it to show
Oh,
up.
there you go. So Anvil makes some great scissors. I know we all use them. And of course, Superfly. Love your product. Who else we haven't said? Vector. We haven't talked about them in a while. Great Vexlar. That's it. Yeah, other than that, I'm signing out.